Hey everybody, Mama Grows here, Kathleen here. Some people call me Mama Grows. I'm fine with that. I'm in the greenhouse, the rabbit greenhouse. And I've got a little guy who is at the moment happy and content and playing on his slide. So I'm gonna have to do a live show to talk about this because my footage got lost. My SD card crapped out on me and I lost all the footage from the rabbit show. But I learned a lot, so I want to share what I learned. Let me just push a few buttons here and see. Okay, hey Chris Roots, how you doing? How you doing, girl? I wanted to share what I had learned at the rabbit show. Maybe it can help some of you. So, let's see here. First of all, the way they position a rabbit, you know, they tuck their head in. There's kind of a reason. Hello, Paige. Hopefully, are you driving or are you sitting down? You can look, not just listen. Okay, so when they model a rabbit, it helps you to identify where their hind legs are, and you can see you can kind of feel their loin, and it gives you an idea how big their loin muscle is. That's the loin along their back is the muscle. Hello, Delia? Do I get that right? Give me a thumbs up if I pronounce that right. I have an Aunt Delia. Okay. Anyway, so there's a reason why they posture them. It's so you can see good genetics and good everything. I had a good conversation with one breeder. She's up near Pocatello, and I so want to go and interview her. She has been doing this since she's 14. The worst thing that happened when she did a show was PETA attacked their state fair that year, and they threw red paint on her and her animals. She was like, what, 8 or something? But she has, the biggest piece of advice I gained from her is don't raise your rabbits like someone else, right? Don't try to tailor your program to someone else's just because it works for them means it's going to work for you. Just because someone feeds only pellets doesn't mean you have to feed only pellets. She finds a line. She finds a line of rabbits that works for her, and it's not necessarily that what she feeds it's the line of rabbits that gets her 5 pounds by 8 weeks. Okay, I'm gonna grab one of these rabbits that are 16 weeks. And I learned how to grab the rabbit better. I've been used to grabbing their scruff, but they get the ears in there too. Now, I don't know how much this rabbit is, but I can tell you it was smaller than hers, and hers were younger than this. This is a New Zealand Rex that's floating hair into my mouth. So she's doing something right, and it's not what she's feeding them, it's the lines that she's keeping, the breeding she's doing. So, learning from her, before I butcher these guys for their meat, I'm going to be weighing each one of them and deciding based on biggest weight who gets to stay. So, I'm not seeing any more chat. Anyways, so that's something I learned. I have here a 3-legged rabbit that I bought against better judgment, against better advice. She's teeny tiny and she's supposed to be bigger. She is small, she is older, and she is smaller than these other guys. I'm really doubtful she can conceive and carry a litter. And going along with what I learned about keeping the biggest in your line, keeping the ones that thrive the best on your program, she's little. She's little. So I don't know exactly what to do with her. I thought about doing a showcase video on this rabbit. Yes, she is a 3-legged rabbit. She is missing a leg. She has a stump. and she gets around the cage just fine, but one of her front legs, a fully formed leg, goes backwards. It faces backwards, and she uses that to get around. It's just weird and not thriving, and I don't know. I paid $11 for her, but in the process of the sale, I was able to get this cage and this cage that our buck is in for free. Almost free. I traded with gift cards. My husband gets a lot of gift cards through his work, and we don't go out to eat. We don't go out. We're too tired by 7 o'clock. So I traded gift cards and I got really awesome cages. So the lady who said if she doesn't get pregnant, she'll take her back. So maybe not slaughter her for slaughter. Process her for her pelt. She's got a sore hock right here because of the way she walks. Her muscles are very deformed. One side is forming, her loin and her leg, and the other loin is not forming at all. So I don't know, it might become an issue of humaneness, keeping a rabbit that doesn't have its peak potential, you know? How happy is it? Can you tell how happy an animal is? I don't know. Hello. She is beautiful. She's a try. She's got really nice fur, but I think it was do I call it a mistake if I got the cages? I don't know. I definitely don't think she is an addition. She's a bonus to my rabbitry. Hello, Rent to Grown. Claire, how are you? If you guys don't know her channel, Rent to Grown, please check her out. How did she get the injury, or was it genetic? It was not genetic. The way the breeder described it was the rabbit got her foot stuck on the metal grating that was inside the nesting box, and by the time she noticed it, there was no sensation to the leg at all. So it reminds me a lot of an experience I had with baby rabbits in a cage getting stuck and that sort of thing. Hello. Oh, some of the bigger grow outs are fighting. Paige, you would process her? Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't tell the breeder that I had a channel and she can watch the progress, because I just don't know what kind of progress she's having. The stump doesn't look great. I won't show you. So if there's signs of infection, signs of pain, I'll do the humane thing. Yeah. So what else did I learn at the rabbit shows? It could have stunted her growth, not affect her babies being born. Yep, Delia. What else did I learn? Oh, they have all these fancy names for colors of rabbits. It's weird. I was calling them black and gray. I think gray is lilac. That black mama, she's actually black otter. And there's two colors of rabbits. There's black otter, and then there's chocolate. And you add different things to those to get all the different ones. The chinchilla. Anyways, it was really fun. I kept asking people, how much would you charge for a rabbit? And the answer every time I got was, it depends. Which is a little frustrating. Oh, yes, Clueless Homesteader, you're right. The comment disappeared, sorry. Oh, I was saying it's frustrating when I ask how much should I pay for a rabbit and I get, it depends. $10 up to $500. What kind of answer is that? Hello, Sathis, Kumar. Okay, so why do people go to rabbit shows? Why would someone drive from Tucson, Arizona all the way up to Salt Lake City to show their mini satin rabbits? You have to pay like $4 a rabbit to get in. You have to, as a club, fly the judges out. They were saying that sometimes you can get stuck in a situation where the judges do not like the meat breeds, so no one gets Grand Canyon or Best of Show in a certain breed. That stinks. To have a judge that, or a set of judges that is set on one way or another. But I guess a lot of them just do it as a hobby. A lot of us YouTubers put a lot of money into doing YouTube because it's a hobby. Breeding, well, I guess so as a hobby it's fun. A lot of them do it they start with the meat and then the pelt, and a good show rabbit is gonna mean a good meat rabbit. The lady I chatted up with, she had the situation down. She was raising for meat, raising Rexes for their pelts. They pay $5 a pelt. They go in as a group. Hello, Red Shed. And they send off 100 pelts to this tannery. So they don't have to do the work. They get them back at $5 a pelt. I don't know how long it would take me to get 100 pelts. I'd have to... Passion for Rabbit, yes, Paige, that's why they do it. Passion for Rabbit. I guess because it's a relatively short animal life, breeding life, you have a lot of play in creating a rabbit breed. You can create a new animal. So there's it's not a recognized breed, but you take a satin and you combine it with a Rex and you get a satiny Rex fur. That sounds so fun. Big Bear Homestead, hello! I don't know if you missed it. I didn't follow your advice. I got the three-legged rabbit and I regret it. Oh, Jack, did you follow? Are you okay? Yeah. Here, come on in here.
Thanks.
Hey, come on in. Come be a troublemaker in here in the warm greenhouse. It's very warm. Anyways, but where she lives, there's a meat truck that comes through. So at 8 weeks, they're 5 pounds. She'll keep the ones she wants for her breeding program. Stop kicking the cage. Stop that. Keep the ones she wants that are ideal for her program, and then send the rest onto a truck, and she gets like $1.50 a pound. Now, I didn't get the opportunity to ask, where does that meat go? Is it dog food? I don't know. I've never seen rabbit in the stores here. Have you guys? Do you have rabbit in your stores? I think Whole Foods has it. I've never stepped foot inside a Whole Foods. So, yeah, that's what I learned going to the rabbit show. Oh, there were some Angoras. That would be fun. But the people who had them had not had them through the summer yet. That's my hiccup, is I don't want to have a rabbit in the house with a fan on it and water bottles, and I don't know, it just, Angoras, they seem like a lot of work. Gotta tell you. Some of the small specialty places have rabbit, as in rabbit meat there. Oh, rent to grown. You can get it from a local butcher, but it's a 6-week wait. You have to order it. That's interesting. So, there were no New Zealands at this rabbit show. Hey, hey! The dog just found a diaper. That dog could live off of diapers. It's pretty disgusting. Got to be really diligent about making sure the kids take things out properly. Because I have my kids, they have chores. So what made me get into rabbit, Big Bear Homestead? First, it was the fertilizer for the garden.
My diaper.
Right, we know it's like the perfect fertilizer. Second was the meat. I wanted a source of humane meat. Now I'm getting into the pelts. I'll let you know. I have 14 Angoras that I got in the fall. Yeah, I'm gonna have to follow that. I would love to have a source of wool. I like it. No, not that 3-legged one. Yeah, she's not gonna give us any meat. She's just gonna, I don't know what to do with that one. I doubt she'll ever be able to carry a pregnancy. I doubt. And look how little she is. She's 3 months old. And this one is 12 weeks old.
Whoa, it's heavy.
I don't know if that makes a comparison.
Man.
They should be similar in size. Steven Olsen! Steven Olsen! Oh my gosh, what am I doing? What did I press? Hey, stop! Well, honey, Steven Olsen, I am telling everyone what I learned at the rabbit show because the SD card crapped out and I lost all the footage. Isn't that fun? You do so much work for YouTube and you lose it. Are we still going? I pressed something. It's fun taking your phone outside. You're pretending to work. Hey, Trina Sharp is on too. I convinced Trina to get a rabbit, but hers is just a pet.
That's baby Trina.
So,
It's Trina.
should we get a little baby out? You guys want to see a baby?
Yes.
She, professional rabbitry lady. She also said she'll, after between 3 and 5 years old, when her breeders stop producing, they become yard rabbits for her.
Wait. I'll stand on here. You guys are big.
These guys are 1 week old.
Let me stand on here.
She's doing a good job taking care of them. This is a good mama.
Whoa.
They're not nearly as cute as new goats, aren't they? In about another week, they'll start popping out of the nesting box, and then they'll be really fun to play with. At 3 weeks, they're really fun to play with. Hey, don't climb on the cage.
Mom, I want to stand on here.
No, you don't get on there. Don't get on there. Woo! So I learned you don't have to feed hay. A lot of breeders that I've gone to don't feed hay. I guess it's messy. There's hair in the air.
Whoa. Mom, where's the backup? Where's the backup?
And you just find a line of rabbits that works for you and tailor it to your program. What you doing there, honey? You doing a heavy water bottle?
Yes. A heavy water bottle.
Heavy water bottle. It would be nice if in the next few weeks we could have some good temps and I could make some tractors.
Mom.
Save this.
Mom. It's heavy. Mom, put this back on.
I think we're gonna do a quarantine on no new animals for a while.
Can we fill this store?
I made a mistake. Do you want to go out and play on your slide? It's always iffy trying to get some YouTube work done when the kids are home. It's snowing its butt off in Michigan. Stop that. Don't do that, honey. Don't do that. Little kid's got to make noise. He likes to bang the gate. Back and forth, back and forth.
Can you let me
Oh, on a nice sunny day like this, it gets so hot in here. I have a fan going over in that corner. Otherwise, while it's really nice to have them in a protected, snow-free, rain-free, dry environment where I can come and do my chores and coziness, it gets really hot in here in the day. Rabbits do better in the cold than they do in the... No, you don't get to go up there in the heat. So, are we done?
Yes.
Are we done? What should we go do? Don't put your foot in there. Come on.
Are we done?
Are we done? Oh, I have a story to tell. Hey, that everyday Kira. So I had Bad Mama, right? That gave us not kits. Okay, I'll open it. So I asked one of the breeders if they had any idea what would cause that, and her guess was, she's never had that happen. Her guess was it could have been an infection sometime in the pregnancy. Anyway, so I put the white rabbit up on the classifieds, and I get this person contacting me pretty quickly saying that they want her. And the questions they were asking were really weird. I don't do AVC in our water, just for a reason I haven't thought to use it. I don't know. It wouldn't hurt, but I'm not experienced enough to know what it would be good for. Someone's opening the door. Who is that? Oh, it's Jack. He went in one door and came out another. He's over there. It's supposed to keep bunnies healthy and help with breeding. I got a lot to learn. I came away from the rabbit show thinking I have a lot to learn. Okay, back to the story of giving away Rabbit Mama. So on the classified, I said, you know, I kind of expressed that she wasn't able to give us babies. Maybe you would have good luck with her. Maybe it was my fault. Anyway, so this person responds back, why are you breeding if there's so many rabbits already? Okay, so that screams animal activist to me. I reply with, it's a sustainable source of healthy meat for my family. Shh, I gotta get away from this noisemaker. Oh, okay, so she replies, she feels like she understands that, and she wants her. And what else did she say? She said, why don't you just eat her? I said, well, I'm uncomfortable eating our breeders. They served us, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. Plus, maybe someone can still use her. She's only got 2 years. 3 is when they start to decline as breeders. Maybe someone else, she can serve someone else. Oh, okay. How many times a year do they breed? Or no, how many kits does she give in a litter? And I said, oh, about 10 to 12. Okay. So I'm like, just questions were all over the place. And she wanted me to meet them. They lived 2 hours away and they wanted me to meet them to give them a free rabbit. I'm just like, at first the person inside of me who has a hard time saying no was like, maybe I could. My car takes so much gas though. And if I steal my husband's, I don't know, it would take some work. Okay, so maybe, and I tell them that, I'm like, I'm not really interested in driving to give you this free rabbit. And so then I give them more information. I'm trying to dissuade them. Like, listen, she's bit me. Oh, and she said, she looks sweet in the picture. What happens if I steal your car, Stephen Olson? It means I end up putting gas in it. And that's not in my grocery budget. So, what did she say? Oh, she looks sweet. I want her as a pet. I'm like, she's not a pet. She's never been a pet. I don't get her out. I don't cuddle her. She has bitten me. Not saying she can't be a cuddly pet. I guess you could train that into her. Anyways, so we end up, okay, all right. Okay, I'll give her to you. So we meet 30 minutes away. Can I get Jack to mow the lawn? Jack, mow the lawn. Okay. Mow the lawn. What lawn, guys? What lawn?
Mom, what's that on?
No, we don't turn that on. And they just take her and it's fine. And Trish at Willow Creek Homestead was like, you're gonna get murdered in the Cabela's parking lot. This is some PETA activist. It was fine. It was a fine transaction. Give her the rabbit, we go on our way.
Mom, turn that on.
I'm not gonna turn it on. So I get looking at the classifieds as I'm always on the classifieds. Sorry, honey. If I'm on my phone late at night, you know what I'm looking at. For more rabbits. And I found their phone number and found their ad. They're an animal rescue group. So they may enjoy this rabbit for another 10 years. I guess that's the lifespan of a rabbit. They can feed her, they can take care of her. Honey, Stephen Olson, your money goes to feeding your family. Gotta say. Spend a lot of money on groceries. So yeah, that was the story with getting rid. It opened up a cage. So I'm still trying to find a home for this rabbit because I'm not doing the New Zealand project anymore. I'm trying to find, oh, and here's another thing on the classifieds. Someone emailed me and said, please reconsider the price on your rabbit. I was giving her away for free. She's going to become someone's snake food. I didn't reply. I'm kind of bad at replying to emails anyways, but it's just, what do you say to someone like that? Do snakes not deserve this? Let's go check for eggs. Come on.
Can we go in house.
Let's go check for eggs and then we'll go in the house. Do snakes not deserve to eat? Like, I don't know. I respect that everyone is allowed their opinion. It's just weird trying to put people's thoughts together sometimes. I didn't ask if these animal rescue people were vegetarians.
Where's my egg?
You got the egg?
This?
Yeah. Oh no! Oh! This is what my husband hates, is when they get free and we can't put the dog. Oh, stupid dog. Did you guys see that? He jumped right in there. He's probably looking for poop to eat. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out. I put 2 bags of leaves, one in there and one in there. Free leaves that I had scavenged off to the side of the road. Get! Oh, now he's gonna chase a chicken. Sorry, honey, if you're still watching. Now you understand why we can't just send the dog in the backyard. Okay, to the house. It looks like it's buffering. Get to the Wi-Fi! Get to the Wi-Fi! So I thought about, I was gonna pick up some rabbits once that were on KSL for super cheap, because I wanted to try and get into the snake feeding business.
Yeah.
I decided against it. I'm just always looking for ways to cut costs. Be able to have our humane meat and it not cost 10 times as much as conventional. But I have to always remind myself, what am I doing it for? Am I doing it for to be cheaper? Because I don't know, some of you seasoned homesteaders tell me growing humane quality raised meats and no, we're not gonna crack it. Humane quality meat and organic produce is going to be more expensive than the grocery store. Bye, Chris. Oh wait, Red Shed is leaving. Sorry, the comments come and then they go. Yeah, Stephen, you were asking cutting costs. I thought if I could bring in some rabbits, breed them just for snake food for the babies, that could make enough money to pay for the, whose birthday is it? It's the world's birthday.
Mom.
Hey.
There's a zebra in the egg.
I don't understand you. Well, guys, I was just trying to share what I had learned at the rabbit show. I did learn a lot. And
Mommy.
take care, guys. Grow something today, even if it's yourself.